wilderness and purpose. I need y'all to understand me when I'm talking about this. Because you may be in a situation where you're stepping in the wilderness and you don't know where to go. You don't know what your purpose is. You don't know how to get from point A to point C to point D to Z. You don't know. But I need you guys to understand that the wilderness is matched with your purpose. Because some of you guys feel like you're isolated. Some of you guys feel like you don't know where your dreams are. The best thing that we have in our day-to-day life is when you are in an isolation period. When you are in an isolation period, you get matched up with your purpose. Because every path, every step that you take, the more confidence you gain. I don't want you guys to look at this and be like, what is he talking about? I don't get what he's talking about. How do you match it? I'll say this. God, you know, he allowed Jesus to be in the wilderness for 40 years, 40 days, 40 nights. You know how tough that is? To not know where you're going, to figure out what type of strength you have. That's what the purpose is. We don't ultimately know where we're going. We don't know. But it's every little step that you take, it matches you to your purpose. We act like, okay, I'm going through a wilderness season and I don't know where to go. You guys think that's the hard thing, that's the wrong thing. But it's the best thing in your boat. It's the best thing that God has given to you. Some people are afraid of isolation because they are the person that has a multitude of friends. If I go into isolation, my friends are not going to be there for me. I'm sorry, my friends are not going to be there. I can't go into isolation. I don't know how to dream. I don't know if I can hit the goal that I want, the money goals, the leadership skills. I don't know. But I want you guys to know this. The wilderness is not a scary place. The wilderness is a faith place. That's what's so powerful about it. Whether you like it or not, when you step in the wilderness and you have nowhere to go but forward, you have to keep the faith. It says, 2 Corinthians 5:7, walk by faith, not by sight. But we actively, in today's society, in the world, we often want to say, walk by sight, not by faith. Because what we can see is our reality. So when we see our reality, that's what our beliefs carry. But when you trust in the Lord, when you trust in Him, and you actually understand, hey, my wilderness season, my purpose is tied to the scariest places, to the places that I don't know. But every step that I will take from here on out is going to be maximizing my faith. It's going to be maximizing my love. It's going to be maximizing my understanding. That's where I'm at. That's where growth is at. That's where understanding is at. But I don't want you guys to be out here and be like, I don't know what I'm trying to do because it's such a hard, this is hard, this is hard. Look, every person has a baseline of how they see the world. And everybody has a baseline. All you need to do when you're in the wilderness, to walk on that faith walk, to find your purpose. Because you find your purpose when you're on the faith walk. Regardless of how anybody spews it, you find your purpose. So the things that are scaring you are getting you to this peak right here. But the quicker you can know, I need to get back to my baseline. I need to keep the faith. I need to say, hey, maybe I should post my first video. You're back to base. It shouldn't take a week. It shouldn't take a month. It should be the next day or now. It should really be now. Okay, how do I create my first video? How do I scene it up? You do it right now. You get the camera out and you start shooting right now. That's how you get to your purpose. Because everything what you do today matters right now in the moment. You may be watching this and being like, man, I gotta do something with my life. That's not you speaking. That's Him speaking. That's the Holy Spirit that's in you speaking about what you need to do in order to be embarked on a journey. And on this journey, a lot of guys want this. You're going to find somebody. This journey is such a beautiful thing is because you're becoming a leader. You're becoming a motor. You're becoming someone that's taking grasp of every beautiful step that you take in the wilderness. Because every step in the wilderness is a faith step. You gain confidence in yourself. So when you're actively trying to build that business and you don't know what the next steps are, God's going to provide that person. I know a lot of you guys are like, man, I want that. This entire thing is your foundation. I know a lot of you guys are like, man, I'm trying to build with somebody. You got to build this, and then she'll come. You got to have something where you can stand on, and then she's going to help you. And then you can build, and then you can grow. But at the end of the day, if this is where we're at, and where we're going, is somewhere where we never thought we can be at. So believe it or not, class is closed.